And we're back in my garage. So recently I decided to get into kayaking, so I went ahead and picked this up. This is the Aquaglide Chelan120 single person inflatable touring kayak. So I decided to go with the inflatable version because it's a lot easier to store and a lot easier to carry around. Might go for a hard body later. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Definitely not going to be doing any white water rafting in this thing. You know that they have certain ones for that, but I don't think I'm there yet. Mainly I just wanted one that I could go, to some lakes, some clear water, maybe the ocean, some nothing too rough, just so I can, do my photography. But apparently you can do quite a bit of stuff with this one. You can fish in it. It's got like a little attachment in the center, and we'll go over all that. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing, a review, how to pump it up, and how to deflate it and fold it up and stick it back in the bag, because it does come with like a backpack. So anyway, here we go. All right, so before I open this up, let's just kind of go over the features. So basically this thing is made out of Duratex. It's a heavy-duty PVC reinforced material. This is not a bladder system, so it's not like it's got airbags inside of a fabric cover. Everything's just straightforward. I decided to go with this because of that reason, because I read that the inflatable kayaks with the airbags, water will get in there, and it's really a pain to dry it out, and then you get stuff growing. It can start to smell, and I just didn't want to deal with that. I wanted to be able to just deflate it, wipe it down, pack it up, and move on. Another thing about this is it's got a drop stitch bottom, which is supposed to make it really very, very rigid. So it's pretty hard on the bottom. So that's a good thing. It's got seat straps, so you can adjust how the seats set up for you for maximum comfort. And then of course there's footrests, and I think those are adjustable too. There's a splash guard, and this thing has like a 2-year manufacturer warranty on manufacturer defects. So if you have some seams that like come apart or something like that, obviously if you pop it, I don't think that's going to be covered. And then what's really neat is it has a universal mount, and we'll go over that, but it's got a universal mount inside the middle, so you can attach like a fishing pole or fishing pole rod holder. You can put in like a POV camera, which is probably what I'm going to do. And then there's all kinds of like different type of attachments you could put on there. Also on the sides, it's got I think you pronounce it mole, so it's the MOLLE. So you can attach different straps and pack it, like cup holders and bags and all kinds of stuff to that, which is really handy. And then of course it's got the cargo storage on the front and the back, so you can just put things on there. This does not come with a paddle. But it does come with a bag, like a backpack to carry it with, and I'll show you all that. But anyway, enough about that. We'll go ahead and, as you can see, I've already shown you, this is a list of all the features that it has. But yeah, we'll go over that as we get it, if we get this thing inflated. So I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to open this thing up. So here we go. There she is. So this is the backpack that's included. It's pretty nice. One of the things that I heard about where people were saying, should I go? Because in the beginning I didn't know if I should go with a hard body or if I should go with inflatable. The benefit of a hard body is, it's hard. So I mean, it can take a beating. You don't have to worry about popping it. However, you do have to store it, so it takes up a lot of space, and then you have to transport it as well. So you got to get racks and stuff and throw it on top. This one, I just throw it in the back of the truck, and then I carry it on my back. So if there's a spot where I need to hike up to get to a certain lake or a river, I can throw this thing on my bike, hike up to where I need to go, set it up there, and then go about my business. All right, so I'm wearing the backpack right now, as you can see. And it's actually pretty comfortable. So this is what it looks like. So I've loaded it up like, I'm actually going kayaking. So I got my paddles on there, and I got my pump. It's strapped on the back. So it does have some storage spots for you to put stuff, and you can figure out how you want to put it on there. This is just kind of how I did. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do. Yeah, I got my paddles here. I got some. These are the Warner Caminos. So I just picked those up at my local REI. But yeah, this is it's pretty comfortable actually. It's not that heavy, and it's not digging into my shoulders. And the nice thing is it does have this chest strap, so it does add a little more support, and then it also has the belt buckle strap too. So not too bad. So let's see if we can get this thing out of the bag and see how it goes. Okay, so we got it facing upwards, and we have a zipper here, and we're going to go ahead and unzip it. Also, we want to open up these buckles here on the sides. There's 4 of them, 2 on each side. All right, and that's going to give us access to unzip this guy. All right, so here it is in all its glory. I have no idea what this is. I think this is the seat. Yeah, I think this is the seat. So we're gonna set this aside. And this right here, this is our kayak. So it's all wrapped up in plastic right now. So let's get this thing unwrapped. Okay, so we got the outer plastic off. Okay, so we got to try to remember how this folds up, okay? So we want to get it folded up like this when we're done using it, so we can fit it back in the bag. So it says, I noticed a lot of reviews show you how to pump it up and set it up, but they never show you how to deflate it, fold it back up, and then put it back into the bag. So we're going to do that. Anyway, they got these little things here. This right here, this is that rail system. So this is like a universal rail system they use for surfboards. So if you lose your rudder, you can easily get another one, just pop it back on. We'll show you how that goes on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pump this thing up. So we got our Aquaglide pump here. We're going to pump this side first, and that's going to be to 3 psi. Then we're going to pump that up, and we'll pump the floor up. So you just stick that in there like that and twist until it locks in place. And I'm going to go ahead and start a timer, and we'll see how long it takes me to pump this whole thing up. So here we go. Okay, so these right here are little plastic things, and I think what these are for is to you slide them in here into the splash guard. It's to hold it into shape. So not too difficult. There's 2 little like spots for it, just like that. All right, and then we take our other one and we go to the front, or should I say the bow, and we pop that in there too. And there's actually a little Velcro thing that holds it in place, so definitely want to use that. So I haven't read any of the instructions, so I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go, which is kind of cool because most of us don't read the instructions. So it's pretty simple to figure out how to put it together. Yeah, so yeah, this is definitely the seat. So I'm going to go ahead and inflate this thing because it is inflatable. So I think this one, it wants me to blow it up, but I'm pretty sure I have an attachment on my pump that will fit on here. So I really don't want to have to blow this up manually. But anyway, yep. Okay, so it's all pumped up. So it's pretty rigid. Pretty rigid. I was expecting it to be like a lot softer, but it's actually pretty hard. Yeah, so and then that roller thing that I found, that's actually the footrest. That goes right here. And then the seat you just blow it up to whatever PSI you want for comfort. And I tried to use a pump and you can't, so I just blew it up. You just blow it up manually with your lungs, good old lung power. It's got handles all over the place to carry it. You have your bungee straps so you can put gear or bags, dry bags, whatnot. And then it's cool because it's got little drains, and I'll show you all that right now. So, but yeah, let's get a closer look at this thing. Okay, so this is the inside. So right here is you can connect, like a cup holder, a fishing pole rod holder or like a camera mount, so you can put your camera on there. It's got these things here. I think that it's pronounced mole. Basically, it's like a universal mounting thing, so you can put like first aid kit or little pouches. It does come with these little pouches, and somehow they go on there. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but something to do with these. But yeah, and then this is the foot strap. It's adjustable with Velcro. The seat is also Velcro adjustable. I'm pretty tall. I'm about 6 feet, so I have it as far back as I can get it. I might go for a little further back, but I kind of like the idea that I would have space for like my bag back here. It does actually have some pockets in the back of the chair, so you can, you know, store some stuff back there. There's small little pockets right here in the front. And then you have these right here, so if you get water in here, you can just open these up and they drain out to the bottom. And there's 4 of them. There's 2 in the front, and then there's 2 back here, which are currently under the seat right now, but they're back there. It has these straps. I'm not sure what these are for because they're just tied on. Maybe to, you know, tie up some gear. You got plenty of these loops, so if you want to tie down some stuff. There's some more tie downs in there. So yeah, you got plenty of tie downs. And then you have these, and then this straps to this. You can adjust how far back the back goes. I'm probably gonna set this on the floor and sit in it and get it all adjusted. And then you have a handle here. Sorry, my garage is a mess. And just what you always want to see, my trash cans, but there's a handle back here for storage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty legit, man. I mean, this thing is hard. I was expecting it to be kind of flimsy, but I mean, and especially the bottom, I mean, it feels like plastic. It's pretty strong. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. So when I take it out, I'm sure I'll make a video of it. Okay, so I think this thing is called the PosiTrack system. So you have this little plate here. So from what I've gathered, to install this, you want to get your plate, you know, unscrewed as much as possible. Then you're going to go ahead and put it in here, and then it's going to slide into a track in there, okay? So eventually you need to get this into there, so that's not going to happen. So now that we got this in the track, we're going to go ahead and unscrew this until it pops out like that, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and put that in there like that. Then we're going to line it up back with that, and we're going to go ahead and screw it in just like that. And we want to make sure we get that finger tight. You don't want to over tighten it or you will strip it, which is a bad thing. But you know, the nice thing about this is it's a universal system, so you can easily go to a shop and get a replacement. So there we go, it's on there. And that will help with the, you know, the one thing about these inflatables is it's harder to turn them, or it's harder for them to go straight. But yeah, and then these are the drain holes. But yeah, so that's in there. It's not going nowhere. And you can upgrade these. You can get like a longer one or a taller one or a shorter one. I think they even have some that have like little electric motors on them, you know, if you want to cheat. But yeah, so that's how that goes on. So I'm going to take this back off, but let's go ahead and sit in this thing, and then we'll deflate it and see how easy or hard it is to put back into the bag. Okay, so now we got it all set up. We're gonna go ahead and disassemble it and deflate it and see if we can get it back in the bag. The hard part, or hopefully the simple part. So anyway, let's get at it. Okay, so first things first, we gotta take off our seat. So we just unhook this from here, that, and then we unhook from here like that, and then we just pull it like that, and right here you just turn the tube and it lets the air out. So I find that because you can adjust how much air pressure you want in there for comfort. So usually what I do is I'll blow the whole thing up, sit in it, and then just a little air out until I get it to where I want it. So we're going to deflate that, and this does use a bladder system, I believe. So you can take the bladder out. I think there's zippers somewhere. Yeah. So here's the zippers. So you know, you can take the bladder out and clean it, because that's one thing I don't like. So we'll deflate that later. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take out our footrest. And this is all that. Now, so as you remember, we have the 3 access ports here. So we started off with the side, and then last with the floor. So we're gonna do the floor first. So you just twist, pull that out, and you just push the button and the air will come out. Now, one thing is if you have the Aquaglide pump, you can actually just unscrew this, the hose. You unscrew the hose and you put it on the other side, and it actually says DEF, deflate. So it'll actually suck all the air out of it. Okay, so we fold the bow in first, then we fold it over. I'll put this in here like that. Fold it over like that. Okay, cool. Alright, now we're going to fold the bow, which is going to go right about there. And then it folds in half. Like that. Alright, cool. Not as clean as it was when we first put it in there, but or took it out. So we'll see if it fits in the bag now. So it's back in there. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you decide to get this one, I would suggest it. It is kind of a pain to get it back in there, but once you kind of figure it out, I'm sure it'll be a lot easier. I'll take it out in the water and we'll try to get some footage of that, but so far so good. I mean, it seems like it's pretty much everything they promised. And it only took about 8 minutes to pump it up by hand. So if you have one of those electric pumps, the idea is you pump it up, you get it close, and then you finish it off with one of those. But I didn't see the sense in buying 2 pumps. You know, it's like if I can't use the electric one the entire time, so what's the point? Because you don't want to overinflate these, because if you do that, you know, it can be a disaster. So anyway, that's our review on the Aquaglide Chelan120 or Chelan. I don't know what it's called, but the Chelan120 inflatable touring kayak. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and hit that bell notification. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.